Let's take a look at the radar. It is filling in just as we anticipated with these tropical downpours, just waves of rain moving up from the south, and that's what's going on. And they're beginning to reach the Hartford area now. So we had some light to moderate rain in Hartford, but look at what's coming up. Glastonbury, Rocky Hill, Cromwell, Berlin, Middletown, all along Route 9, Route 15, Route 2 over towards Marlboro and Hebron and Columbia. So it's not just the shoreline getting hammered right now. It's all of us really from Hartford southward. Let's check in on along the 95 corridor here from Guilford towards Madison, Clinton, over towards Old Saybrook and Old Lyme. So again, right at Saybrook Point in there where Roger was, you can see that heavy rain coming on down. Lesser amounts here in Litchfield County, though. It's starting to fill in a little bit more. Salisbury, you're dry right now, but Torrington, you got some rain. Same thing with Kent and over towards Tolland, Brooklyn, and Putnam. Some heavy downpours there. Here's a wider look at the satellite and radar picture, and you can really see that swirl there, just kind of riding up along the New Jersey coastline. A very fast forward speed of this storm, bringing it into southern New England as we go through the next few hours. And then after 2 o'clock today, just really racing up into portions of Canada there. So it's a fast moving system, but definitely making its mark in terms of the rain. And the winds are starting to pick up. Temperatures outside are in the 60s and 70s. It feels very sticky and tropical outside. And look at the wind gusts starting to pick up at 4 miles per hour in West Haven, 20 miles per hour right now in Bridgeport. And other area wind speeds are kind of variable right now, anywhere from about 10 to 15 mile an hour sustained winds. But Mark, look at that, 21 mile an hour wind right now sustained in Bridgeport.
Yeah, so picking up along the shoreline, and that is where we're going to likely see some of those gusts as we head through the course of the morning to between 30 and 40 miles an hour, especially across southeastern Connecticut, as that part of the state will come closest to the storm center. I want you to look at this map because this is radar estimated totals. Over the past week or so, there are parts of Connecticut that have seen 5 to 6 inches of rain with even locally higher amounts. So that is a lot of rain. The ground is saturated, and that is why we have a flood watch in effect for the entire state through the afternoon because of all the tropical rain, the moisture that's associated with Elsa. We could see an additional 1 to upwards of 4 inches of rain as we move forward in time. So we've got the flash flooding concern. That will be poor drainage. Of course, if you come across a road that is covered in water, turn around, find an alternate route. The smaller streams and creeks, those could rapidly rise. They'll feed into the larger river. So the Housatonic River on its way up from Gaylordsville through Falls Village, Gaylordsville into the Stevenson Dam, and then also the Yantic River. It is rising. It is forecast to reach flood stage later today with minor flooding forecast there. So far, flood advisory wise, just for southwestern Fairfield County, that runs until 8:30, but we do anticipate additional flood advisories and perhaps some flash flood warnings. So there's our view from New London. Camera shaking around a little bit, plenty of rain, reduced visibility. There's our view from 36 stories up, looking down onto Trumbull Street and Pratt Street there in our capital city. So very heavy rain there. And as we look at the futurecast wind gusts, up a tick from our last, we got a model update here showing some gusts to perhaps over 40 miles an hour in southeastern Connecticut, say between 11 and noon this morning. And then the wind will start to subside as we head toward this evening. So futurecast showing the rounds of heavy rain working across Connecticut, tropical in nature, of course. And by lunchtime, it's beginning to shift from west to east across the state with perhaps even a couple of thunderstorms after sunset tonight as a disturbance passes through southern New England. So rainfall total wise, 1 to 3 inches, the heaviest likely along into the southeast of Interstate 84. So on our 7-day forecast tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds. The humidity sticking around for the foreseeable future. Highs in the mid-80s. There's a chance for an isolated shower or storm tomorrow afternoon. Then for Sunday, going optimistically, primarily dry with sun and clouds. Then as we head into the start of next week, thunderstorm chances yet again with heat back on as well. Temps perhaps near 90 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If that's the case, if we're able to string 3 90-degree days together, of course, we'll have our third heat wave of the year. For shoreline highs this weekend, low 80s for both Saturday and Sunday.